secret boss fights in Deltarune are absolutely iconic and also have some of the greatest BGMs in the history of RPGs. But don't worry, because I have some great tips on how to beat all of them. Starting with Jevil, this guy is not conning around. Okay, well, I mean, I guess he kind of is, isn't he? Anyway, this guy is a beast to fight and was the reason I initially completely gave up on trying to complete these fights. It's absolutely brutal learning his bullet patterns and trying not to die to his varying attacks. The best tips I had were learn to move and to predict where the middle of his spinning scythe attack was going to be, and to try sparing him instead of attacking him. It probably still took me hours of practice to beat this guy, but if I could, you can too. Next we have a series favorite in Spamton. He's ready to serve up a can of Hyperlink Blocked. This fight I did with this guy was during the weird route, so I only had Kris with me. It's a really fun change, giving your soul the ability to not just dodge bullets, but also to shoot back as well. The best tips I have for this fight was that once per battle, you can press a button, I think it's either start or select, to get a free heal. Also when shooting the pipis, I found it the easiest to move to the front or the farthest to the right of the box and line up a charge shot to hit multiple pipis at the same time. I found him a bit tougher than Jevil, but not by a huge amount, but I also found the fight a lot more fun. Okay, next up we have the Roaring Knight. This is by far the hardest fight I've done in Deltarune. Oh, this might have been the hardest fight I've completed in gaming ever. Everything about this fight makes it an absolute slog, but I do take pride in the fact that I was able to beat him before his sword carousel attack was nerfed a bit in a recent patch. The best tips I have are to bring TP items and make sure you are spamming Susie's Rude Buster every chance you get. Equip this Shadow Mantle on Susie and don't worry too much about Rouse getting down. Kris can hold his breath on the first turn and it will last for the entire fight, which I found extremely helpful. When he does the spinning sword carousel attack, stay near the center of the square and try not to move too much. Equip every item that you have that increases TP gain, and you can defeat him before he does his third round of power moves. If you see the diagonal teeth attack, you could have finished him before that. Really, it's going to come down to hours of muscle memory to beat this guy, or at least it did for me. Now for my favorite fight of them all, Gerson. This fight is amazing for all the foreshadowing, lore reveals, and plot relevance of this fight. And personally, I think it has the very best of all the BGMs. My tips for this fight are to equip the Absorb Act and as much defense as possible on Susie. Each round, attack and save all the TP for her heal. Make sure to heal whenever possible or need it. You just have to outlast him. Don't bother with doing Rude Buster volleys or anything else. Also, items won't work here, so put that healing spell to use. For many reasons, this is my favorite fight in the game, so much that I actually made a whole video on it, which you can click and watch now. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more gaming videos.